All right. We got this match going. So this is going to be a first to three. When K-Vox gets back from the restroom, he'll be commentating and partying with me. And we'll see what's up. Yo, we're getting a Guile mirror. Oh no, I'm on the wrong source. I'm on the wrong source. There we go. Let's see. We're going to hide that frame data for everybody. We're back to it. Florida Kid says, "Hey, Mr. G." K-Vox, your mic is on, but I cannot hear you.
Test.
There you are. Hey, you're back.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, because I kind of just stopped talking for a bit so you could focus on setting up the room, and
Gotcha.
and then suddenly you can hear me. So I don't know what happened there.
Also, I messed up the overlay. I don't even have player names on here, y'all.
Well, we can see them right there in the corner, so that's fine. MRG, Jediburrito, getting off to a violent start. Guile versus Guile, and this is actually a really fun set so far. Just right out of the gate, clawing and biting and smashing at each other. This is a real slobber knocker of a game. Bit of a standoff, bit of a sonic boom war. Makes sense. You can't really fight a Guile if you have no way around that. Really early expenditure from MRG there, but hey, if it works, if it gets you through the Fireball War, trying to advance a bit through the Sonic Booms, trying to keep Jediburrito smothered in the corner. Jediburrito jumps up, but the classic flash kick is right there waiting for him. Very solid Guile gameplay from MRG.
Wow, just going for those overhead loops over and over. Holds it down back on the DP. Gets a punish. Could have killed with some drive rush, but that's okay. Gonna bait the jump. Get the flash kick. And we are one round apiece between Jediburrito and Mr. G.
And that is why Guile has been so traditionally strong in like every game he's been in. The toolbox never changes because it's just so darn effective. You've got the flash kick right there to punish jump-ins. You've got the sonic booms. You've got the heavy hits. You've got the overheads. He's always had every darn thing he needs. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Nice again, I like it. You know, you want to judge people for jumping in on Guile. Thanks for the follow on Nasix. But, like, we all do it. You see a Guile down backing, and your soul, your very soul says it's time to jump. I don't know why. It's human nature.
Well, that and it's Morton's fork. You have to get in to do anything, or you might as well stand in the corner and let him sonic boom you to death. But if you do jump in, the flash kick is right there.
Yep.
Like, you don't really have a choice. You're going down a bad road no matter what you do.
This is the truth. He won't flash kick this time. Exactly. I honestly believe cavemen have been flash kicking since the dawn of time. Like, they've been jumping in on flash kick in the long ago, the before times. It was always happening.
I mean, what's jumping in on a flash kick but our classic desire to call someone's bluff? The same kind of people who go all in poker jump into flash kick.
A little bit of an inch forward. I have to drive rush into some shorts, but not mentioning the spacing right. Okay, gets it there. No flash kick this time.
I liked Jediburrito sinking there, kind of trying to slide under behind his own sonic boom. It didn't quite pay off for him, but it's certainly much better than jumping into yet another flash kick and eating all these punish counters. And there's the super waiting for him on the way down. MRG just oppressive all set so far, just smothering the life out of his fellow Guile.
Yeah, I like the spacing opportunity to get the install activation, but I wonder if you could have actually used level 1 to get an anti-air there. Either way, looks like we're going to get an activation on this side to start playing a little bit more of the boom game from the Jediburrito, and they're going to start yeeting plasma at the opponent, kind of knocking him back there.
Yeah, more jump-ins, but it's the same territory we were just saying. Like, if you're not going to jump in on Guile, how are you even going to fight it? Especially when you are Guile. You have to get in there somehow.
Nice jump.
I like that little jump in. I liked that it was a very short, controlled, powerful. MRG not defending himself. He knows what he wants to do. He gets it done, and right there, about to take another game if he can keep it up. Good offensive pressure, but he does let jediburrito back off. Some nice overhead damage from jediburrito. Jumping in, the cross-up wasn't there, but unable to capitalize. MRG back where he wants to be. I just cursed that by trying to talk about it. And jediburrito throwing him around.
Bust out again. Sith Chimichanga, the opponent of the jediburrito. Who won that match? Is that Mr. G? I wasn't paying attention.
That was jediburrito.
That was jediburrito. So we're 1-1 on the Guile.
Yep. MRG's the purple one.
Glad one of us is paying attention. I'm watching 17 things. Everybody say what's
Such
good
is
to
the
Penny.
life of
She
a
out here
Geo.
broken.
If you slowed it down and like actually watched one game, all the other ones would break and we'd be waiting like 3 hours to get the rest of the tournament moving. I understand.
His name is Mr. G. Murga. Mr. G.
Oh yeah, it probably is Mr. G, not MRG. What was I thinking?
I'm gonna start calling him Murga. Penny is
Hey
getting
puppy,
sassy.
what do you think of the game?
Dr. Droker, you in chat? What's good? How you been?
The dog in the background's like, let me commentate. I'd be good at it. I know.
She's like, I know this game.
I won't eat it. I promise.
Oh, he tried to flash kick the forward movement, but it was not fast enough. All right, I'm gonna go
Not
see what
fast
she's working
enough.
at.
Jediburrito just parrying these sonic booms all day, not able to get all of them, but an admirable job weathering the storm and gets Mr. G to run right into another sonic boom, beating him at his own game, and they are starting to set off a bit, starting to set up. I wonder if they're going to be content to plink away at each other like this, or, as they are now, if they're going to turn this into a more up-close and personal game. Both of them trying their luck with the flash kicks and the sweeps. Jediburrito driven back, and there comes the classic flash kick read. Both of them kind of on the same page, but as they say, perfectly symmetrical violence never solved anything. Something is going to give. Whose game plan is going to break first? Who's going to flinch? Who is just not going to be able to react on time? So far, Jediburrito with the lead. Alright, burnout from Mr. G. That is not always likely, not always ideal. Here comes the super. Not enough to kill, but that's going to be some important momentum. That sheer amount of life loss, even if you don't kill your opponent, it can turn around the whole game. It can put you ahead in mindset. It can create spacing and opportunities. It can just make you feel like you are not drowning, which is important because the mental battle is just as much a factor in this game as the physical. And there we go. Mr. G taking a round off the strength of that super, off the strength of his sonic booms.
Crazy story. Speaking of opportunity, I did Guile's level 2. I got the install, and then I flash kicked someone jumping in. Got a job offer because of it. Straight up. I didn't even know how to make web pet sites, and I got a web dev job. The opportunity was real. The back knuckle. I like that. Winning the fireball game by spending some bar. A little bit of OD meter.
Jediburrito a little more willing to close behind his fireballs and like turn it into an up-close brawl. Mr. G a little more conservative, tends to back off. Not doing it right now, but when they reset into a fireball war, it's usually him starting it.
Yep, I like that dash after the boom to get out of the corner, but the raw flash kick not going to do it. Does burn themselves out, though. Mr. G, but it's going to jump over with the short. Guile, honestly, I don't think Guile minds being burnt out.
No, I actually think that what I'm seeing in this game so far, a lot of the time you kind of maybe don't want to burn yourself out, but knowing when it's okay to is an important skill.
little bit too loose with those flash kicks, I think, Mr. G, if I had to think about it. I like the idea, right? Like, your opponent generally wants to press the issue and take their turn when you're landing after an anti-air. So I understand the idea of the flash kick, but if you do it too much, they're going to catch on, they're going to start popping you up for it.
Absolutely. I mean, this is not a game where you can just do the same thing over and over and expect the same result every time, because your opponent gets evoked. Your opponent is there, and if they are not completely asleep at their controller, they're not the AI. You can't just exploit them to death. Alright, eating the sweep. Jediburrito, very successful with the sweeps and stuff, and keeping things low. A lot more success with that than when he tries to jump in. But, of course, Mr. G not going to back off, even as Jediburrito is on set point. I wonder if we might start seeing more defensive play from him, because he is definitely falling behind, starting to flail. The flash kick was too early there, taking a lot of punishment, and now he's in burnout. Jediburrito on level 2, Mr. G on level 1. He could do an activation here, make something happen, but he is in burnout, trying to push him into the corner, trying to batter away at him, trying to keep himself alive. Can he do it? He's on a sliver of health. The jump in is there, and Jediburrito moves.
My God, Jediburrito flash kicked so hard it shut down the microphone of K-Vox. My dogs are barking, the world is screaming, and K-Vox has gone to the void. Shoutouts to the match arena, by the way. Zero Syndicate supporting it. Afrosama Senpai dropping a hot 20. My dogs barking like crazy. They are angry. They are flaming. Let's go ahead and get our next match invited and queued up. It's going to be RTY.